Well, many of us don't take the time to stop running around, to get creative, and to work with our hands. But those are the things that spark joy, that help us think, and may actually make us better in the other things we do. So if you need an excuse, here it is. Tracy Triplett, she is the owner of the Three Blue Brushes Studio, a place where you can get all kinds of crafty. Tracy, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Let's talk about what you do and the kind of classes you offer, how people can get in on all of this.
I would love that.
So go ahead, tell us about how you got started. Obviously, you're crafty, right?
Yes, definitely crafty. I've been crafty my whole life. My whole family is crafty. I got started 2.5 years ago. We've been there 2.5 years now. And kind of, I don't want to say on a whim, but it went from start to finish in about 3 weeks. Kind of had the idea, and my husband doesn't really check my crazy. So he was like, you have an idea? Go for it. So from start to finish, from looking at spaces to finding a space and signing the lease, it was like, boom.
3 weeks.
Yeah.
Pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk about the variety of classes that you offer, and you know how you come up with ideas that are going to resonate with people, right?
Yeah, so we've got about 15 different classes that rotate monthly. And then there's some seasonal ones too, some special ones that we do during the winter, but mostly 15 or so that rotate monthly. And I try to come up with classes, first of all, that I can teach myself.
Absolutely.
Because it's just me. I teach all the classes. And then I also try to come up with classes that are trendy, like there are trends that come around in the craft world. And I also try to have classes that other craft studios aren't teaching.
Sure.
So there is some variety in that people can come to my studio and do something different or new.
Absolutely.
So there's not so much competition.
Oh, for sure. So let's go. You brought some things with you today. Let's talk about some of these, because these are kind of the classes that you're offering right now, too.
Yeah, these are some of them.
Okay. All right. So first of all, yeah, this is so cute. You showed a picture of this with the glass art.
Yes, that one's brand new. I actually only taught that class one time so far, and it was hugely successful. Everybody had a great time. So that's a sea glass art class, and it's, like I said, really, really fun.
And this is beautiful.
And this one is our most popular class. This is our beginning watercolor class. And it's actually a class. Like, you learn a lot. It's a 3-hour class. We've spent about the first hour and a half practicing, learning, and then we spend the rest of the class actually putting those techniques and practices onto a final piece or a couple pieces.
That's so gorgeous, though, too. Like, how fun to be able to bring that home. This I love, too, and this one seems like it would be a lot of people would love that,
yes, too. This one's a fairly new class as well. It's called Kinyu Saiga. It's a Japanese art form. It's fairly recent art form. It was invented in the 80s, where there was a Japanese artist that she took the scraps from the kimonos and started this art form. So originally it was done with silk scrapped pieces, but we use our regular scrap fabric pieces to create this art form. And it's a brand new class too that we've taught a couple times now, and it's really popular too.
Okay, wonderful. And then you've got the clay polymer earrings as well.
Yeah, so this is we've got a couple different jewelry classes, whether it's with gemstone beads and then polymer clay or resin. We've got a couple different jewelry classes that you can attend.
Okay, so tell which one's most popular right now?
The most popular one, and has been since the beginning, is our beginning watercolor class. Yeah, for sure.
I mean, because that's one you can take and then you can take home and continue on.
Yes, you can put into practice and continue to practice and build those skills.
I love that. And then you also offer private classes too, if you want to have like a party or things like that. How do people get involved in that?
Yeah, you can reach out. All of the information is on the website. You can reach out with email, you can text me, or you can call, and we can set up a time. I do put aside Thursdays, Friday nights, and Sundays for classes, or if you register way ahead of time, we can usually find a time that works with pretty much anybody's calendar. Okay, wonderful. Well, Tracy, thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate it. You want to learn more? Everything's on the website, 3bluebrushes.com. They're right on the northeast side of Grand Rapids on Plainfield Avenue. We'll be right back.